Bonjour.
Je m'appelle Grumpmeister et je suis Link, the Faces of Evil. That's about all the French you're going to get from me because I'm horrible at it. All right, just to verify and make absolutely sure, French won the bid war.
Yes, because right as I closed the bid war, we got another $20 from Marvin for French and another $50 from Kiyu Nap for French as well.
All right, yeah, there we go then.
There we go.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to be playing this. I found a victim to sit next to me.
Yeah, because I also am French, as you can probably expect with my accent. And I also know most of the cutscene of this game because of course, this game is pretty popular because of those cutscenes you will see during this round.
I tried my best to find someone who didn't know any of the cutscenes, but for French that seems to be like finding a shiny Pokemon or something. It's
nearly impossible.
So yeah, if everyone's ready, we can get started. So shall we get countdown from 3? 3, 2, 1. One. There we go.
Qu'est-ce qu'on peut s'ennuyer ici? Mon petit, s'il te plaît, c'est le connu de tous les vrais guerriers. Je me demande ce que Ganon est en train de faire.
Votre Majesté, Ganon et ses fidèles sont emparés de l'île de Corridae.
Que pouvons-nous faire?
Il est écrit, seul Link peut vaincre Ganon.
C'est génial! Je prends mes affaires!
Nous n'avons plus le temps. Ton épée suffira.
Et un petit baiser pour me porter chance?
Tu veux plaisanter?
Squadra!
Qui appartiennent toutes ces têtes?
Ce sont les forces du mal. Tu dois les vaincre toutes.
Je suppose que je ferais mieux d'y aller.
Voici la carte. Où désires-tu aller?
I absolutely love the Squadala. It comes straight from the heart. All right, let's get started with the small grind. We need some snowballs. So we're just heading into Nortinka, and starting off this game, you only have 3 levels available to you, but each level unlocks another level within basically a chain of levels, but you just can't finish all levels yet. And at start, you can't finish any level, which is why we need snowballs, but we won't be finishing this one up. I'm grinding a few extra snowballs compared to the 100% route, because we're doing all cutscenes, so I'm needing a few more firestones at the end. But we'll get to that. Alright, block that. I'll take a death after this spear thrower. And there we go. And I'll take a death. And we'll continue on. I'll just grind a few snowballs, and I think Lodar wants to talk about something.
Yes, we do have some incoming donations on what to get out there. We have $5 from Jere with no comment. Another $50 from Jelly. Been a great time attending. Thanks for making an American feel at home in Sweden. And we got $20 from King Harkinian. My boy! These CDI runs are what all true marathons strive for. But these French voices are illegal, you know? Good luck with the run.
Thank you. Yeah, indeed, like this is what you want in the marathon. There we go. Taking that, we'll leave the level by just waiting this out. And going on to the next level where we can actually finish up the area. And we'll get to the first cutscene in here as well, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, we start in this little volcano. You'll get hit unless you wait quite long. Jump up there. Right now we have to fight these crabs. These are Gomas. These are actual Gomas. Like, don't be fooled by the spiders. These are the actual ones. So we just mash the button, hope the button registers because it's CDI, and grab the rubies. In Face of Evil 1 for Gamelon, the rubies are kind of inverted. The red ruby is only worth 1, green is worth 5, and blue is worth 10. And we'll have a cutscene. Oh, this one.
C'est le plus gros crabe que j'ai jamais attrapé.
Mais c'est un gommard.
Tu es plutôt doué. Tiens.
Oh, merci.
That doesn't mean anything, to be honest.
Tu te débrouilles vraiment bien. Nous pourrons recommencer à pêcher lorsque tu te seras débarrassé de Gano.
The That's Gano. Even in France, the name of the antagonist in the legend of the series is Ganon or Ganondorf. Most of the people who say Ganon in a French accent are pretty rare.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And he basically just gave me the Master Sword kind of thing, like it's a power sword within the Face of Evil, for just telling him like, hey, that crap is a Goma. We don't have to do all kinds of weird dungeons or whatnot, we just get it.
Yeah, no forbidden woods, no nothing.
So here we go.
Dédéra sortait du cratère jusqu'à ce que je bouche le trou. J'ai utilisé un crâne comme verrou et pas une Déra n'a réussi à le comprendre.
As a kid, I had this game in both English and I played it in Dutch as well. And I never understood what she was saying because she was speaking with an incredibly heavy accent on the Dutch version. And English, yeah, I mean, I was young.
In France, this dialogue mean nothing.
Oh.
Honestly, it means nothing. It's a Marseille accent. It's a town in the very south of France.
Yeah.
And because of this accent, you can't understand anything that this lady say. Even
Oh, that's horrible.
in a casual gameplay, there is no clue you can get from this cutscene because that doesn't mean anything. No one can understand.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to grind a few fireballs and Lador seems to be wanting to speak about something.
Yes, I do, because we got $10 from Elysian. Yes, but like, why French?
I completely agree with her.
Good luck, good luck, Grump. Hoggers.
Thank you. That's my wife. If there was a donation incentive for none of the above or just not play this game, she would have bet on that. So, but she has been incredibly supportive, considering that this is the CDI. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll just finish up this level, kill this one for the last Firestone, and I should be pretty okay on them. Now we go back to Nartenka and finish that one up, because a few enemies here actually need a Firestone to be killed. I will try to snipe them so that I use as little of the Firestones as possible. And of course we have cutscenes. Just kill that enemy before he hits me. I have more than enough Firestones, wow.
Au secours, Ganon a gelé la fontaine, je ne peux plus bouger.
So yeah, she froze over, let's warm her up.
Tiens, bois l'eau source de vie. Mon Dieu, je peux avoir soif. C'est incroyable.
Even the game tells you to stay hydrated. so remember that, Twitch chat.
Stay on it, cutscene.
So here we throw the Firestone so that it hits both of the abominants. We have to do that once more here. And it's mostly because we need Firestones later on as well. I didn't want to get hit there, but it doesn't matter too much. There's some icicles dropping here, they are incredibly finicky. But that should be good now. I will grab this snowball. And we'll get close to another cutscene. Yeah. So we'll go through the cutscene real quick.
Je suis le lecteur à hippo. Si tu m'apportes le livre de Corridaille, c'est avec joie que je lirai les vers secrets.
In short, he tells you to
Oh my god.
The hitbox is horrible. He gets you to get the Book of Accorda, and he'll tell you the secret first, but I don't know why he knows there's a secret first, because it's not really secret. Ladar, you can speak up, because this is just a bit of walking.
Alright, perfect. We have $50 from Charlotte. Shoot him in the face!
Oh, I'm going to do that.
We have $5 from Pacey. Faces of Evil is no Zelda's adventure, but no one is ready for that horror yet. Good luck on the run. And finally, we have $100 from Shock Zero. We love you. Good luck, Grump.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Paisley, for shouting out Zelda's Adventure. It's amazing. And shout outs to Chuck Zero for providing me with awesome chocolate.
Oh, this is a kind lady, apparently.
Tu n'as pas peur des dragons, n'est-ce pas?
Bien sûr que non.
Alors va reprendre mon collier à Glioc, ok? Vite, s'il te plaît.
That's being fast, please.
I'll just take a few hits here, actually. Yeah, okay. I just want to die quicker in the next area.
There are so many flying enemies in this games. And
Yeah.
their hitbox are pretty bad because you have to shoot them on the head to.
They're incredibly finicky.
Yeah.
But you get used to them eventually. There you go, just kill them. Because with the power sword you only have the beam when you're at full health, so this just makes it easier. And there we go, missed completely. There we go.
Also, being full life in this game give you the laser sword, so it's definitely very important.
Yeah, until way later, until we get the final sword upgrade. But I kind of wanted that ruby actually. Oh well. Let's do this. It's okay to get hit here now because his final area. Just kill all the extras. Avoided that.
So many funky music.
Yeah, the music is actually great.
Il fait sacrément sombre avec tout le mal qui nous entoure. Garde cette lanterne, elle éclairera ton chemin.
Merci.
Il n'en reste pas beaucoup, Link. Il y a Drulik à côté de Glutko.
Okay, in every language he has a really weird. I'm so glad that he does. Alright, Firestone Lake we will skip for now. Instead we go to Goronu. And we'll take a quick trip across the bridge and grab some rubies as we go. I hope to get lucky. You can get up to 4 green rubies here, but most of the time you only get 1 or 2. I've had once that I got absolutely 0 and that was not good. Then you will have to do another trip because you'll be too low on rubies, and I hope I'm fine when it comes to rubies as it is.
You mean you need so many rubies for this game?
Well, on the first shopping trip I want to have 105, so I'm just going to buy 3 bombs, stab him, why not?
Lampe à huile, corde, bombe, tout ce que tu désires est à toi, mon ami, si tu as assez de rubis.
Okay, so he wants you to... you can buy stuff off him if you have enough rubies. I should be good like this actually, so I'll try to get 4 of these and then get a cutscene.
Désolé, Link, je ne fais pas crédit. Reviens lorsque tu seras un peu plus riche.
Un peu plus riche.
He basically tells you to come back when you're a bit richer. But luckily we have all the items we need, and we still have the power sword, which makes this a bit easier, and I hope to keep it. Oh wow, we just had an enemy spawn right on top of us. I'm glad I was hitting my sword. Two jumps, 3, it's also fine. Yeah, fire. And we'll move on. I'm pretty sure I selected bombs, and otherwise... And otherwise, I'm going to be a bit out of luck. I'll just take a death in the next area. There we go. Ooh. I'll just take a death by the guinea. But I'll try to get to the cutscene before he kills me.
Oh.
And here we have Conan.
Regarde et va voir Goronou.
Réveille-toi, paresseux. Trouve les vivants et tranche leur sale gorge.
And a little swag animation just does it. Alright. Now that I'm full on health, this area becomes a lot easier. Like most things become a lot easier if you have power sword. Do 5 jumps. And we should be good. There we go. See if we are at the right position here. There we go. We just do this room in the dark. We do have a lantern. We do have oil, but this in this room we don't really need it. And you just want to not spend overly many rubies on items you don't need. And this is a pretty straightforward dark room. There we go. Get all the items. We'll get a rope. Wait for these rocks because I don't want to get hit. And to the door.
Je suis peut-être hideux, mais après une année dans la glace, tu supplieras pour me rejoindre.
His eyes twitch so much as well. Right, we'll just jump up here. Use the rope. Makes it a lot easier because the way you can get up here normally by jumping is incredibly finicky and tight. It's just way easier to just use the rope. And here we have the first boss. Grab the firestones. 2, 3.
Tu ne peux pas me tuer. Non, non, non.
Epic end.
He's dead. So let's get the clock or the bell. And we'll go to Sparefish Falls. The first bit is pretty straightforward, so Ladar, you have some time.
Perfect, because I would love to take this time to give a shout out to one of our partners of this event, which is ViewSonic Elite. They are providing us with all the gaming monitors for the event, not only for the runners to use, but also in the practice room, streaming area, and essentially everywhere you could need a really good monitor. With over 30 years of experience working on CRTs to single millisecond LCD monitors, ViewSonic Elite is using that knowledge to take their gaming products in a new direction.
Thank you, ViewSonic. I'm pretty sure I'm playing on my ViewSonic right now. So it's blessed by the CDI.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I did actually select it, I wasn't sure.
This console was not really well known, of course, because it's mainly used for games about taking knowledge or really very weird games and play and also a very different controller and common things. So.
Yeah, the CDI they weren't sure what to do with it at at first, so let's do these cutscenes first.
Tu t'en sors très bien, Link. Tu es notre héros. Voilà, bienveillant. Nous savons que tu peux vaincre Ganon.
That's not Ganon. That's Ganon, please.
So with CDI, they made a lot of educational games and didn't really embrace it as a game console at first, which may be a good thing. But later on, they, like I think in 1995 or so, they were like, "Oh, we can use it as a game console," and they were way too late. Excellent. By throwing the bomb at that point, you kill everything at one go, and you don't waste bombs. So we just got the necklace the woman at Toiku Lighthouse was asking for. And we'll go unlock the door upstairs. Have to get a key here. These wasps are incredibly annoying. Come on. These hitboxes are incredibly annoying, but that's generally a trend with CDI.
not only the hitbox of the enemies, but also the platform. Because the game is, it's pretty beautiful if you like. Not the cutscene, I mean.
J'ajoute dans mon sac. Apporte des baies de grappole et je t'en montrerai un bon.
Yeah, the backgrounds and everything are absolutely beautiful, but
The real problem is to know what is a platform and what is not.
yeah, and
So-
one of the biggest issues you'll see here, there's these Octoroks, and they'll, as Octoroks do, spawn rocks. And it's incredibly difficult to see where they are. Okay, I just wanted to go for that hit. There was an Octorok that spawned right at outside of the screen, and it could actually fire rocks, and the rocks basically melt into the background because it's too detailed. So I don't want to get hit because, yeah, again, Power Sword makes things a lot easier. And luckily I didn't, so that's a good thing. Do one step to the side, grab the snowballs. I only have 10. Should be fine. I need 3 out at the end of them, and then I'm done with snowballs. And we need to kill these enemies, of course. Get a few more fire stones.
By the way, those enemies are invincible if you don't have snowballs.
Yep.
So it's,
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, these are fire dioras, and you can't kill them any other way. That was also the reason why we couldn't complete any levels at first.
Squala!
Regarde ce qui s'est passé.
À l'heure du plus sombre cauchemar, lorsque ni soleil ni lune sont à l'horizon, je prends Zelda en mon pouvoir et la garderai en ma prison.
It's actually amazing that in every language they have a rhyme, basically.
Yeah.
And it's not the exact same one. I'll just take it out here. It's not the exact same translation, but they really put in some effort, for some reason, to make it a rhyme.
We are in Firestone, right?
It's a Firestone Lake, yes.
Yeah. Why there is some wheels like the mark of wheels? You know, Firestones. There is some wheels.
Yeah, they're just rolling around. Alright, let's kill this wheel. This one doesn't move, and you have to kill it with 3 Firestones. Get the Fire Diamond. But we won't need that until way later. We can actually hand it in at Shipwreck Cliff that we were just at, but we can't finish that yet. So instead, we're going back to the Crone. Just blocking the boomerangs again. Basically here you want to get the rhythm going, and especially in the next area. Just fire way in advance before the enemy spawns. Here you can just crouch. So you just fire, and this way you don't get hit, which is pretty good. And way at the end, the last Korea here has a blue ruby, so we want that. Just makes things a lot easier, and especially on ruby management. Because in CDI as well, because you may have noticed by now, I'm calling everything rubies. At CDI we don't have rubies. It's all rubies. In every game. I'm not sure why they went for that, but yeah, you know. Technically this is a different cutscene.
Tu t'en sors très bien, Link. Tu es notre héros. Voici de l'eau source de vie. Bois, Link.
Stay hydrated, Link. They gave you water of life, and if you have the container, yeah, the bottle, yeah.
The bottle?
Sorry. I completely blanked out on that. If you have the bottle, it will actually refill that as well, aside from filling your health up. Right now we don't need to do anything weird anymore, so we just jump up here.
Yeah, we didn't kidnap any fairies in this game.
No,
we only
just
checked
got water.
Stay right.
Touille les baies dans le récipient. Laisse le jus imprégner le gant. Laisse Link se battre sans décevoir, car son gant est un gant de pouvoir.
Waouh, merci.
Oh my god.
Alright, so we just got the power glove. The power glove is necessary to kill or to destroy some of the rocks. You can technically destroy them with using 10 bombs, which is used in the 90% route. But yeah, in 100% you need the item anyway, so yeah, may as well. And since we do all cutscenes, it's basically 100%. I'll just use fire stones. I have more than enough.
Every time I hear the voice of this Link, that's make me sad, because this voice actor is also the voice of Tintin. If you know the character, the French character, it's a journalist of French.
Yeah, it's a French comic, and they turn it into a cartoon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this voice for Tintin is very awesome, but for Link is pretty awful.
Yeah, in English, I mean, most people know the English version, but in Dutch, Link sounds like your typical voice actor from the 90s, because there weren't many voice actors back then.
Avant d'affronter le vil ennemi Ganon, tu dois conquérir la forteresse Centrum où le trésor de la mort est caché. Apporte-le-moi, vas-y.
She basically tells you to just go away and get her treasure. An incredibly dangerous treasure. Well, so be it. We're going back to Teuku Lighthouse to hand in the necklace. So, Ladar, if you have anything, you can feel free.
I would like to take this time then to remind people that we have an upcoming bid war in about 2 games. It's for deciding the name of the beautiful little puppy for Nintendogs. We have some nice names up there running. You should totally check them out. And if you want to make any difference, get those donations in.
It's important to name your dog, so it's a good incentive. Just like the dog, they're also good. Alright, so I'll take a few hits here, doesn't matter, I want to die after this
C'est gentil. Mon mari me l'a donné. C'est un abominable maintenant. Tiens, ce n'est pas grand-chose, mais cela te permettra de transporter de l'eau.
Those lips.
And since it made a bloop sound, I don't know where she pulled it from, but I don't want to know. Alright, so we're now going back to Gronu. We want to get a few more items before we... this is going to be the last shopping trip. I am, just in case, going to do one more run across the bridge. Get a few more rubies. And then we should be good on items. And we'll start clearing out some bosses. So this is just, you know, it's pure RNG how many green rubies you get. And especially in any percent routes, this is incredibly important. I don't run any percent myself, but it is an incredibly impressive run to watch, especially in the final level. You don't see enemies, it's insane. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick check actually. 1 on 7 is more than enough. I'm getting 3 of these, 3 ropes, and then I'm good. We'll just exit the level from here. And from here, we are going to Harlequin. Harlequin Bazaar, it's basically a casino, or some sort. And we got a nice cutscene again.
Regarde comment Harlequin capture les Corridians.
Tu as perdu. Sais-tu ce que perdre ton dernier rubis signifie? Que tu travailles maintenant pour moi. Emmenez-le!
I think this is a bit of a missed opportunity because in the Dutch and the English version it has a really heavy echo like "you have lost."
do you know there is a French meme named you lose, also tu as perdu? This is also a meme in France.
I didn't know that now.
If you want to check that, I will not speak about that right now. But this is also pretty memey.
Memes are good. Alright, here we'll just move on through this area. We'll take a few hits here and there, it doesn't really matter. We'll have to take a death in the boss room anyway. Luckily that soul spawned just in time. It can just spawn on top of you and then it doesn't have any knockback, so you get destroyed by them. Enter that mouth. Like a lot of these doors are basically suggestions, so you wouldn't expect it to be a door. let's get the bell, not deal with all this. We have enough rubies anyway. Just preventing to get hit. Yeah, like this is a door.
Oh, this is door.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's beautiful.
Chance sur un million, mais amusons-nous quand même.
This is definitely the worst enemy of this game.
Alright, we'll take a death here. I should continue. That may be a good idea. Skillet, bat, just in case. Or the keys. We'll just stand here, throw a bomb, destroy every wallmaster at once. I missed out on that ruby. That should be still be fine. And here we get the boss. Try to avoid his orbs at first. Stab him a few times.
Joli tir.
Oh, ça alors.
I should actually get the key. So he basically tells you that was a lucky shot. That I landed 5 shots there. You can't kill him with the power sword actually, you have to stab him with your sword because that actually pierces him.
Les étoiles sont faites de glace, ainsi la nuit est-elle froide. Rapporte le cristal de Cérigon et je prouverai que la lumière de la glace est plus perçante que le feu.
that guy is completely crazy. He thinks stars are made of ice and is confident that ice gives a better light than fire, but not going to judge that.
Regarde, Link, comment Militron prépare ses guerriers.
Corridian sans valeur, il faut vous endurcir par le feu. Va et tue.
Go and kill. Yeah, I missed that one. It doesn't matter. I actually have my power sword, so instead of taking a hit, makes it again a bit easier. But I think Laudar wants to talk about something, so this is a good time.
Yes, perfect. We have some donations to go through, so let's get started. $10 from Anonymous with no comment, but he sent it towards the Borderlands 2 any percent incentive. Another thing you should check out, as it's closing in on that run. And we also got $50 from Cap Eason. This is not what I wanted. I will keep on trying to gift subs. You are all freaking awesome. Never forget that. And I will take that time to shout out our sponsor, which is Twitch. They have been so amazing for letting us host on their website and do a good cause for getting donations in for Alzheimer's Fonden. And this guy is actually good because he mentions subs. Every subscription, no matter if you gift them, buy them yourself, or use Prime subs, and all the sharing that you do goes towards the charities. You should definitely drop them like he do. Thank you all for the amazing work you're doing.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great cause to donate to, so get those in. Let's see.
There is so many donations for the beat war of this game, by the way. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, people didn't know what they were getting into. Here we just move a bit to the left, and there's a door here.
Sans le feu de la guerre.
Smell the fire of the war.
Yeah,
That's
normally
weird.
it's feel the fire of war. Oh, I actually
Oh.
want to take that hit. That was dumb. I want to die here. Because I want to have my power sword for the next boss. Because we have to snipe his face. And it just generally makes it a lot easier to have the power sword. I'll wait here a quick second so that he doesn't immediately turn around. Let's hit him 5 times again. And he's dead.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est horrible.
So yeah, I mean, poor guy.
Poor Zelda license.
We're continuing right into Klutko. There's a bit of a route difference that I've been trying to work on. Basically by doing Klutko early, instead of doing it later, because eventually you'll have to do less on the world map, move around less. And here there are some. The bottom left enemy has a key to a little hut on the rightmost side, but we don't have to get that. We can just work our way around, because that is hiding a cutscene. Toss the bomb there, kill a Dodongo, which is also, of course, the meme, but mostly with Wand of Gamelon. Link gets a taste of bombing Dodongos in this game. Because technically Face of Evil is actually the prequel to Wand of Gamelon. And that can be seen in the final cutscene of Wand of Gamelon.
Yeah, it's because you speak me about that earlier. It's because of the final cutscene we know that.
Let's not spoil. Sanctuaire de Corridaille.
Oh, moi je meurs de faim.
Non.
Cela a un goût de daïra. Un dernier peut-être.
He really enjoys eating Corridians. I'm just going to use the bell here because I'm pretty low on health. But we'll move all the way back here. There's another entrance here. Technically, that mouth being an entrance is weird. You don't expect that, and normally you would grab the door on the bottom right there, and then enter the cave from there. Here we go.
Où vas-tu, partenaire?
Je vais affronter Glutko.
Ne l'affronte pas, nourris-le. Quelque chose d'épicé. Tu me suis?
He basically tells you to feed something spicy to Glutko. At least in the English version, it may be different in the French, due to language context and whatnot. But in the English version, he sounds a lot like Barney from The Simpsons. And it makes sense, I mean, he's also drunk. And here we go. This jump is like 2 pixels wide that you can make it, otherwise you would have to use the helmet.
Oh.
But you get used to it.
Oh, délicieux! Purée de Link comme plat de résistance.
Oh, I accidentally used the bell again. That was not necessary. So we have the bomb. Ah, I missed it. No. Is it the normal way then? I missed it again.
Oh my god,
this
the
is bad.
hitbox of this game.
There.
There we go.
Eat bombs.
That's exactly what happened to Link at the very first cutscene of Wand of Gamelon. No, he exploded.
So we have the bomb now. We killed Glutko for the first time. Oh, that's spoiled actually.
Oh, spoilers!
Spoilers! So we have to ascend this waterfall again. Like, I really like these waterfall-y areas. I think they're beautiful, especially for 1993 when it was released. I slide up here a few times. It gives me a good setup to end up at the Water of Life. Again, stay hydrated. It's also the first time that I was able to fill the bottle. And here we have him again. I am actually going to skip the death and cutscene. Oh, that was dumb. Oh well, it's short enough. Here, have the death animation, it's fine. Like the death animations of the refights are exactly the same, so normally you would skip them, but they take a really short time, so it's all fine. Alright, we have to book a Corridai, so yeah. Let's go back to Nortinka, because they promised us something. This is one of those things where I needed the extra Firestones for. And I really love the Nortinka music anyway, so the more Nortinka, the better. Again, let's swap to the Firestone here. I have way too many. And we'll do the ascent again. I don't even mind if I miss them now, because
Yeah,
way too many Firestones.
You did a good farming. Also, farming fire bombs on snowballs are totally random, as the ruby farming is.
Yeah, I'm glad that worked out just fine. not get hit by icicles. I don't want to fall down there. I'm just going to ignore the enemies now because I have 4 hearts of life. So that should be no issue.
There we go.
Ipo will tell us what to do with the book.
Écoute, le pouvoir du prince des ténèbres est tellement grand que d'un simple regard, il peut vraiment tuer. L'attaque contre Ganon sera faite vainement si Link n'attaque pas avec le livre sacré.
Alright, so basically he tells you that Ganon can't be beaten unless you attack him with the sacred book. So we're going to do that. We're going to smack Ganon up with the book. Here we have some more Gomas. I'm actually button bashing the first one. I'm ignoring that one, that's fine. Grabbing bombs, because it just makes this part a lot faster. Just have that Goma chase me. No big deal. There'll be one more spawning here. Kill the Arpagos coming from behind. And basically we just move on. It's pretty straightforward. Here we wait for the Goma to actually bypass. It's not an Iron Knuckle, Dark Nut.
Darkness, yeah.
Because the Dark Nut can actually reflect the bomb, and if you hit the Goma, the bomb just explodes. Normally there's a Dark Nut supposed to spawn right at the door, but it didn't spawn for some reason. It's really finicky at times. Yeah. Alright, so we're in a little tower. I'm swapping to the lamp here, the lantern. The first time I'm going to use it because it just makes this area much easier. Now swap to the ropes and we'll just climb all the way up. I do want to grab the 10 rubies because it's nice to have that as a backup. Have to jump there to make the platform available. Jump on the stairs and we're at the door. There's a door on the left as well, but it doesn't lead to anywhere. It does have a water bottle, but Link is hydrated at this point. And here we have Zelda. We're almost done. Oh, way below estimate.
Yeah, the run's going pretty well.
Réveille-toi!
Quoi? Link? Tu m'as sauvé.
And then look at his face, like he just looks at you like, ah, I bamboozled you. So we just grab the fireballs, Firestone again, take it out. Walk past him, past Corona, kill him again, and you can have the animation.
Non, non, non.
this finishes.
So we have the Crystal of Reflection. We need that going into Seragon. We actually unlocked Ganon's Lair at this point, but
we have to do all
we can. Yeah, we have to do all cutscenes. Technically, you can beat Ganon now. Just blocking this. Why not? This is pretty straightforward. I'm going to get an ice crystal in a cave down there for another cutscene. So, Ladar, if you want to talk about something, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to quickly get out a $7 donation from Duke Jan. He has no comment, but a quick reminder that he donated the donation towards the Typing of the Dead incentive, which is also coming up later, I believe. So you should really check out these incentives and see if there's anything amazing in there to donate towards.
Typing of the Dead is insane. Donate to that. It's a crazy run.
That's worth it.
Yeah. And having no comment with this game, it's perfectly understandable. Alright, we're back here in the dark cave. The Abominum spawned this time. Like, often it doesn't. It's weird. But at the moment it doesn't matter if we die, as long as we get to the cutscene. We just have to leave the area after.
Yeah, because you're just for this cutscene.
Ce bouclier résiste à la lance et à l'épée, mais ne peut arrêter la malédiction. Avec ce cristal, le bouclier peut la refléter et renvoyer vers l'auteur 2 fois sa malédiction.
What this explanation?
English explanation is amazing in this one. Like cursing the cursor with twice the curse. I mean, that's just great. Anyway, we're now going into Harlequin again because we want the final lamp upgrade or the second lamp upgrade, but mostly the cutscene. Normally we skip the lamp upgrade because you can get. This is why hitboxes are horrible in Face of Evil. Like if that pig is just slightly below you, so you can't hit it with the sword, and he can hit you, and he will hit you, and he doesn't have knockback. So
because
he completely destroys you.
Because you need to stay crouched to hit this enemy.
Yeah. Alright, so we wait a moment here, because otherwise we die. Like that is basically 3 full hearts of damage right there. And I have 2.5. And we have a shortcut into the final room. That one is locked until you get the key, so.
Maintenant, nous devons créer un vide et faire tourner la glace ainsi. Voilà.
So basically, he just upgrades our lamp by creating a vacuum with the ice crystal and closing that door or something.
Yeah.
Scientist
explanations.
I'm not going to question it. Anyway, Shipwreck Cliff. We finally are able to finish this because we needed the winged helmet from Militron. First thing we do is walk all the way to the end of the ship because there's a key laying at the head of the Viking ship. Just chilling there. And then we drop down. Simply because we can enter the door again. The jump up to the ship is actually quite tight. There's a little slope there, a few pixels wide, that puts you high enough to
this
jump on it.
girl is cute.
Mon héros!
Oh no.
Pourriez-vous sauter par-dessus ce petit gouffre et briser l'échelle de mon père, s'il vous plaît? Ayez du cœur!
She tells you like, have a heart, and she literally gives you a heart. So that's nice. I have to be careful here because, well, besides needing the winged helmet here, during one of my practice runs I accidentally skipped a cutscene here, so let's not do that.
Oh.
You just drop all the way down. If you jump there, you actually fall on the other side of the cliff. It's not good.
S'il te plaît, Link, saute et brise ces chaînes. Les Harpagos me rendent fou.
He's going crazy by the Harpagos, so let's unchain him.
Merci. Dis-moi, tu as un diamant de feu?
Bien sûr.
Alors laisse-moi arranger ton épée. Voyons comment elle marche.
That's basically how you make a tempered sword in the Zelda universe. Just take a diamond, smack it right in there, and be done.
What did they do to the voice of Tata?
Alright, cutscene.
Attention à Loupaille, le plus dangereux des fidèles de Ganon. Par ce rubis, je remplace ton âme. Tu obéiras.
I'm still a bit confused why Lupai doesn't make the Gorillaz instead of Harlequin, but yeah, there must be a lore reason behind it if they thought enough about it. I didn't want to jump that far. Jump up here, jump there, and enter this gate. We are back into a dark room. But this one is pretty easy. Jump up here. There will be a little ladder. Little step to the side, and you move into the middle of the screen. It's not a ladder, and you have to be careful with crouching there so that you don't go back down the ladder. And this room is incredibly annoying, so I'm using a light here. And you'll see why. It's just a big mess of hitboxes and platforms.
Oh my god, so many cycle platforms.
And that little helmet that I just killed, it can only be killed on a really flat slope that's on the bottom. But if you kill him from below, you can actually hit him properly.
These tiny things was a platform.
Là tu me vois, là tu me vois pas.
Now you see me, now you don't. And now, whoops. Oh, there you go. Just want to make sure that I'm on the platform before the next enemy spawns. We are going to hydrate Link again. Because I'm not great on health, but that's normal. Take a hit there. Get back to full health. We completely ignore Harlequin because he only drops 10 rubies and technically it's not necessary for the 100% route. And the cutscene, the death animation is exactly the same again. So we just drop down here. Into Lupe.
Je vois de mes yeux quelqu'un qui doit mourir.
Oh, I didn't want to end up here actually. I'll stand here, fine. It's a really interactive fight.
Je ne mourrai pas.
So we get the Crystal of Vision and we enter the second to last level. That's going quite well actually. So we kill these spear throwers again. In this level they are a bit off compared to the other levels because a spear of these actually take 2 hearts of damage. Like this level is just incredibly dangerous when it comes to damage. This is also the first level where we will encounter Soras, because they're actually in this game. I'll actually kill that Articles, don't want to deal with it. Die. One is here, that's Sora. That's the second Sora. And these Soras do 3 hearts of damage, so I don't want to get hit. The Articles is fine, no problem. There we go, and we're good. Kill the spear thrower there.
That was a very clean level.
Yeah, that's really scary still. And now he's at the end of the level.
Enfin, tu as eu la vision pour trouver ma maison. Tu vas voir maintenant les sancrumis qui empêchent ton approche vers Ganon. Va avec tous mes vœux.
So we just had to find him in his house this time, and he will give us a lantern. Like, couldn't he give it earlier or something? That would have helped. I could have been at Ganon already. So if you don't have the lantern, you don't see these flying enemies. So that's why I do want to get it. Destroy that rock. You can also use Power Glove if you're really low on bombs. We block the Sora shots, and then 60% of the times this works every time. Good.
Trust us.
It's
every time. 60% of the time, it works every time.
It's a pretty nice setup to have, because that can be an incredibly tight jump. But with this this setup, you just have to press jump and to the right, and you make it. Just sometimes you don't.
If by some way you have to play to these games, play it with a controller of the CDI.
Yeah.
Don't play it with the default one, because it's oh my god. Oh.
So he wants his he's out for Link's blood. But we're going to completely ignore him again. Because yeah, again, the death animation is the same. We saw his spawn animation basically. These tapeworms are incredibly painful. They also don't have any knockback. They completely destroy Link if you're not careful. We just walk with Miltron there. Grab the bottle. Mostly because of this. Oh, I entered the door. That's one of the things with CDI. Like entering the door and using an item, it's all button 2. Like we have 3 buttons, but we only use 2. So basically you have button 1 for hitting your sword, and you have button 2 for everything else. So that means entering doors, opening the menu, so you have to crouch and press 2, using an item. Basically everything that you can think of is button 2. I'm actually going to do this.
Ropes.
There we go. We just use the rope up there. I don't think there's any other way to get up there, so just use the bell. There we go. If that little smoky thing hits us, the light goes out. And here's Ganon.
Ganon. Seul Link peut
Toi,
vaincre Ganon.
Link. Et sur Corridai, je ferai de toi le plus grand. Tu vas mourir autrement.
So we just avoid his initial fireballs. Grab the book, because we're going to kill him using the book. There we go.
Non, pas dans le cratère, ça brûle.
So that's the end of Ganon. Grab the key. Move all the way up. I'm really high on health. Normally if you have 1.5 heart of life left, you can still die there. And here's actual Zelda, and we're going to rudely awaken her.
Pourquoi tu fais ça?
Zelda, je viens te sauver des griffes de Ganon.
Ça m'étonnerait.
Bien joué, Link. Ganon est de
Get ready on time, by the way.
Viens. Regarde, déjà Corridai retourne à l'harmonie. Les oiseaux chantent, n'est-ce pas merveilleux?
Ah, génial!
Ainsi qu'il est écrit, toi, Link, tu es le héros de Corridai.
Ça vaut bien un petit baiser, non? Ah, j'ai gagné!
And this time. Thank you all for watching this train wreck of cutscene run. I want to do a quick shout out to my wife for suffering through this, because she's actually in the same room when I'm practicing this. A quick shout out to the Zelda CDI community, because they're actually awesome, and they're actually working on trying to get an emulator going. Because emulators aren't that great for the CDI, but you can actually play Face of Evil and Wand of Gamelon on the emulator nowadays, and we have a leaderboard for it. So if you feel up for it, maybe. Yeah, and thanks to ESA for showing this off, and of course thanks to the French Restream French donators for making the French version happen. That was great.
That's probably it.
Thank you. Oh, and this was a world record, by the way. Woo!